I kind of wanted to just bring you guys in the garage with me and just hang out and tell you a little bit about how this channel even started and why we're doing it. But maybe we'll just sit down and talk for a minute. How about that? You know, I'm sure many of you can relate, but for me, really the reason this channel kind of started as I was posting videos for my kids to be able to watch and see what Dad's up to in the garage. I found myself constantly on YouTube searching for a video of how to fix something, you know, something that I couldn't figure out in the garage or whatever. And those videos are so helpful. So I kind of started doing videos like that, DIY and how to, quick little videos. Those were all part of what got lost and erased when YouTube took my channel down. But you know, through those searches, I came across channels that I was really engaged in. Like I just loved watching them. A bunch of those popular channels like Vice Grip Garage, and these guys that, you know, go out and pull these cars out of cornfields. I was just amazed at their expertise and what they were able to do. I mean, some of these things have just been sitting in crud and fields and buried for years, and they go out there and somehow magically they're able to get them running and pull them out of that field and take them home and do that stuff. I always wished I had the ability to do those kinds of things. I don't, so I kind of live vicariously through them. I watch their videos, and I've actually learned a lot from watching them and the different things on, especially on these old cars and trucks. So that's kind of what led me into doing this. I started finding, you know, you find the big channels and they do such a great job and they're so informative, but then you also end up running into some of the small channels like mine, where a guy like me is just trying to figure it out, and just happens that we took a couple minutes to turn on a camera and catch the journey, you know, on video. So that's kind of what I'm doing each day, and don't know if anybody will like it, and if they do, great, and if they don't, that's okay too. I'm just doing it. It's fun. It's kind of more of a hobby. I wouldn't say I'm bored. I feel like I've got a million things to do, but it's fun for me, and it's kind of turned into this, you know, fun hobby for me to record the stuff that I do, and my kids like it. They enjoy seeing it, and I've started running into more people, guys at work and things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and will keep watching with us. And now you kind of know a little bit more of the backstory as to where I'm coming from, because man, I love those channels. They're amazing. I wish I had half the knowledge that they do, but they are super inspirational. They've motivated me to keep doing truck after truck, and here we are, we're on our 9th one. And so they've each gotten a little bit better along the way, and I've learned more along the way, and I've resourced and found, you know, the different companies that sell what I need. And of course my passion is the old trucks, and that's probably going to stay most of my focus because I'm most comfortable there. I know where to find the stuff. I'm pretty confident we can do what we need to do to them, and I won't be left without certain parts that I need. So for the most part, I've found what we need. My son, he originally started this channel posting things related to a Corvette that we had, and that was a lot of fun. That was a really fun time. You know, a lot of this stuff revolving around cars is what got these channels going for us anyway. And my kids were all raised loving cars just like me. We were fortunate to have some fun ones along the way, and some cool old cars. We had a Chevelle, we had a 64 Mercury, had three or four Corvettes. Just always had a love for cool old cars and trucks. I've never been the greatest mechanic. I'm kind of a YouTube mechanic. I've no formal training. I grew up having to fix my own stuff. If not, you pay a lot of money for someone else to do it. And so we kind of had to figure things out if we could. And so a lot of the things I do are just from what I've learned, and I've made do with it, you know. It kind of panned out okay. Sometimes I make mistakes and have to pay someone a lot of money to fix my mistake. But it's still fun to learn it, and I'm grateful that I've been able to do what I've done, and I've been able to help my kids fix their cars, save them a lot of money. And if I don't know how to do it, I'll find someone on YouTube that does, and we'll go that route. But anyway, this channel, you know, initially started surrounding content related to the Corvette, but as my son got married and moved out, and life just got busy, and we ended up getting rid of the Corvette and moving on to some other vehicles. And so of course the content related to that kind of slowed down. And I had a different channel under Dad's 801 Garage, and it was just all my own stuff related to my old trucks and things I was doing in the garage. And somehow or another, YouTube took it upon themselves to strike my channel and say I was violating community standards or something like that. But I don't quite understand that. You've seen the videos that we do. They're just an old guy working on a truck. And I edit out all my curse words if I get mad or something. That none of that makes it in the videos. And so I don't know in what way I violated their community standards. But in order to resolve that, if you guys have ever tried, it is a pain in the butt. Like, you can't get a hold of a real person. As soon as I typed in a message, it was immediately replied by AI. And so to try and get a hold of a real person to help you, you know, appeal their decision to get rid of your channel, my son actually had to help me do it, as a bunch of us old guys are. I rely on my kids probably to help me even figure out our remote to the TV. I can fix some things on cars, but I can't change the channel, I guess. But anyway, my son figured out to reach out. He was able to contact somebody through Twitter, and those guys were able to respond back and forth with him, and he tried to figure out why they decided my channel was in violation. Long story short, the channel never got brought back, and honestly, I didn't really care about the channel. I wanted my videos back, because really the whole reason that channel started, and the whole reason this channel has continued, is, you know, as over the last few years we've started to become empty nesters. I have 4 boys, and 3 of them all kind of moved out very quickly in a row. And I like to let them see what I was doing in the garage and show them the trucks I was working on, and they're not always here anymore. So it was an easy place for me to put videos to let them see what Dad's doing. And you know, in case, you know, they haven't stopped by in a while, they can always pull it up and kind of see what's currently happening at home with Dad. And so that was really the main reason for it. And I was really disappointed that I lost all those videos, because those were more of a family thing, not anything that I was relying on to put on for content. They were really raw. They were poorly edited. I have the editing skills of a 5th grader, maybe even worse, I don't know. But it was really just for historical purposes, so that I could keep track of, it was kind of my photo album, honestly. So I didn't have to keep storing it on my phone. I could put it there and my kids could see it anytime they want. And we kind of build a history on that pile of videos and stuff. So anyhow, after I lost that channel, and my son's channel on this channel with the Corvette stuff had kind of slowed down, I decided to start using it to post my truck stuff again. And so here we are, and it's been a lot of fun. Honestly, my wife and I are a great team. We work on these old trucks together. She puts up with a lot of crap. I sit out here for hours, sometimes each day on the weekends. and she brings food outside and sits outside and is an extra set of hands when I can't do something with the two hands I have because I need like an extra person. She's always there. So yeah, it this channel's mainly focused on these old trucks. So here we are today. What we're doing today, the channel's kind of taken on a life of its own, and as a small content creator, I guess you want to say, or small channel, it's a lot of fun for me. I just do it because I love old trucks, so that makes it easy. It's not like a chore for me to come out here and spend time in the garage. The hard part for me is taking the time to set up a camera and talk to it and move the camera to where people can see stuff. But I've started doing that, and I've had some good responses from people, and so I think the plan is we're going to keep doing it. But I'd love to hear from all of you guys, see what you guys want to see, hear the comments about things we do, and if it's a learning journey for me. You know, I'll hopefully get better at it as I go. I apologize if the videos aren't fun for everybody, but they were fun for me to make. And it's fun for me to go back and look at what I did to one of our trucks and see how I did it. Sometimes I even go back and review it so I can say, remind myself how I did it. So that's where the channel's at for now. We're going to keep doing it. I do want to thank everybody out there that takes the time to watch these videos. This is pretty fun for us, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and we'll continue doing it. We're going to keep working on these trucks. We've done a couple just recently, and don't know what the future holds, but you know, we'll sell them and move on to something else. This one, I think I'm going to hold on to it. I say that, my kids will all tell you, no, it'll be gone. So we'll see what happens. I always say it because I really do like each truck that we do, but then all of a sudden a new one pops up, you know, the new shiny thing on Facebook Marketplace or the local classifieds, and I got to go look at it. And you just never know what the future holds. This one has been really interesting for us because I think we've really done more with this than we've done. We've really invested a lot more time and focus on some things with this that we haven't done. We're getting better at it, I think, as we go. And so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And if there's things you'd like us to leave in the videos, I know we edit out a bunch of stuff because I just sometimes feel like you guys won't like to see it. I try and imagine if I was watching it, would I start hitting fast forward, or am I bored? Am I, you know, whatever. And surely I'm not the same as everybody. Some things will be boring to you that aren't boring to me. But needless to say, here we are, and I want to thank you for watching these videos and being a part of this journey. Each truck is a new journey for us, and your guys' support and enthusiasm when I hear comments or little things, that's just enough that keeps us on the hook. Keeps us on the hook to keep pushing out these videos and taking the time to record them. You know, for a long time my kids have said, Dad, you're already doing the stuff out in the garage. You may as well turn on a camera. I just need someone to come turn it on for me and follow me around, because sometimes I just don't have the patience. So I apologize if we're missing some things along the way. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. Keep watching these things and let us know what you think. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next phase of this project, and it's really just kind of cleaning up under the hood. I'll try and bring you guys along, and hopefully we can sort out these gauges. Then we're gonna get out to some car shows and take you for some drives here and there. May not be the funnest for you, but man, I love getting in this old truck. It just feels good. It feels like you go back in time, you know? It's fun to see how simple things were when you look at these trucks and how simply they were put together compared to now. I mean, gosh, it just feels really relaxing. You hop in this thing, you just don't feel rushed, you know? You hop in there, go for a drive, just cruising, back roads, go pick up a shake or a drink or something, turn on some music, make the day worth it, you know? hopefully you guys enjoy the sit down, have some coffee and an old Christmas mug with me. We'll catch up. We're going to do this again, and I'll see you on the next one.